Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me in a conference where the new balanced tradition technology empowered by empathy is being deliberated. I welcome Shri Sandeep Singh ji, young dynamic basic education minister of government of Uttar Pradesh, who has just articulated our party's view and his government's initiative being implemented in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Shri Vinesh Menanji, Director General and CEO, Arise. Shri Praveen Rajuji, President, Arise and founder, Suchitra Academy. Dr. Arunab Singhji, Senior Vice President, Arise and co-founder, Healthy Planet. Shri Prabhat Jainji, immediate past President, Arise. My dear friend Rahul Agrawal, co-founder, Arise, and many distinguished guests, to name a few, Lord Jim Knight, Mr. Kaluta, former President of Delhi University Students' Union and a senior political activist, Ms. Nupur Sharma, and many other, and Shri Manab Majumdarji, Senior Advisor FICCI, who articulated FICCI's viewpoint here. And there are many other distinguished people around in this auditorium. While I was coming to this conference, I was thinking I have taken a big risk. It is the double-edged sword. Coming to the conference of the so-called big schools, the private schools, which was painted as the villains, the monsters by the previous dispensation in the last 10 years. Why I call it a double-edged sword is they will be condemning me to conniving with the private schools, and private schools are after my life because my government has brought a Fee Regulation Act. So it is a double-edged sword. We had just introduced Delhi School Education Fixation in Transparency in Fixation in Fee Act 2025. Rules are being notified very soon. But we are not apologetic about any of these things. We in Delhi government believe the private schools in Delhi have an important role in the education landscape of this city. We have around 1,070 government schools giving education to around 18 lakh students. Similarly, we have around 1,700 private schools in Delhi giving education to around similar number of students, that is 18 lakh students. So, those 18 lakh students whom you are catering, the aspirational middle class who was ditched by the previous dispensation in 27 years, because you all know there was times when you used to have IITians from these government schools all over the country. You used to have generals who have passed out from the government schools. Those governments failed the aspirational middle class. They came to your schools. And it is our responsibility to take care of the mental, physical, financial well-being of those students also who are studying in these private schools. So we are not at all apologetic about it, even though I, on the lighter side, call it a double-edged sword. Having said that, I feel it is both an honor and a privilege to join you today at the Arise School Education Conference 2025 on the theme of the new balanced tradition and technology empowered by empathy. I extend my warm congratulations to Arise, FICCI, for convening this dialogue at such a scale and at such a crucial juncture when education is being redefined across the world. I want to begin this with a personal note. The very next day, I took an oath as the Minister of Education. Two people came to meet me. One was Rahul Agrawal ji and another was Shri Menon ji. They did not come to exchange pleasantries. After they left my room, I understood that they had come here with a purpose. They spoke to me about the scenario of school education in the city, in the country, how various states are introducing regulations, what are the challenges with the private schools vis-a-vis the administration of the city. They talked to me about the modes and modalities to protect parents, to bring accountability, to ensure fairness in the system. And I must admit, after talking to them, my resolve became more firm. And the resolve was, we will work hard to challenge these private schools by changing the atmosphere in the schools and developing good infrastructure, for which, in the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, my Chief Minister, Srimati Rekha Gupta, and the government is working. Because they talked about what facilities are given in these schools and how can we change. They even offered their services to reform, to transform our schools, and I am thankful for all the support they offered. I must admit, education is not a commodity to be bought and sold. As Atalji reminded us, it is a sacred duty. And Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee, the founder of my party, called schools as organs of national reconstruction. But let me be honest, in the past, this sacred duty was neglected. For decades, Delhi's parents, even against their will, had to send children to private schools. Delhi is a type of mini India. Our school brings together children from every corner of country. That gives us a special responsibility to be a laboratory of reform, to set standards that inspire confidence across India. Our commitment as a government is clear. Strengthen the foundational literacy and numeracy so that no child is left behind. We are in the national capital. Launch 100 Dr. Kalam AI language labs this year, empowering students to learn English, French, German and other Indian languages with confidence. And deploy AI-powered dashboards to track attendance, monitor outcomes and prevent dropouts in the real time. I am particularly delighted that my friend Sandeep Singh ji is here with us today. I want to place on record my appreciation for the way the Uttar Pradesh is using Vidya Samiksha Kendras, the VSKs, to transform education landscape in the city, in the state, with such a vast and diverse population. Sandeep ji was talking about he is catering around more than 1,18,000 schools. and we in Delhi have only 1,000 schools, the government schools. And the whole tom-tomming was Uttar Pradesh is behind and we are. The last 10 years have passed like this. No one thought of real change in the education pattern. When I talk about the VSK in Uttar Pradesh, even my own team with Delhi had visited their VSK and learned from their model. It is a reminder that when states share experience, we all grow stronger together. The challenges of the scale in Uttar Pradesh are immense, but the innovations being carried out there are truly commendable. I congratulate Sandeep ji, the hard work you and the government of Uttar Pradesh is doing. But let me say, technology is a tool, not a master. AI can analyze, but it cannot inspire. It can personalize lessons, but it cannot replace a teacher who believes in a child. Technology must empower teachers, not threaten them. I want to place on record my respect for the contribution of the private schools also. For decades, they carried forward the innovation and gave parents the option when public education faltered. But the future cannot be public versus private. It must be about public and private together. The CM Shri schools, which we are building in Delhi, are designed with such a quality that, as I often say, maybe our children did not study in government schools, but our grandchildren will aspire to study in them. That is the transformation we are determined to deliver. Education worldwide is at a turning point. Knowledge is abundant. Skill change faster than syllabus. Classrooms are no longer bounded by walls. That is why NEP 2020 is so critical. It is future facing, flexible, yet deeply Indian in its values. Our Prime Minister, respected Narendra Modi ji, has rightly said at G20, and I quote him, education is not only the foundation of our civilization, but also the architect of humanity's future. India's vision is clear. AI for all. Not to create divide, but to democratize opportunity. Platforms like Swayam and Diksha, already empowering millions, are India's contribution to global south. But while the national vision sets the destination, it is the states that build the road. Education is on the concurrent list for a reason. Real reform happens in the classrooms, not in the files. As I look at today's session, understanding the teen brain, empathy, intelligence, balancing natural and artificial intelligence, I am reminded of one truth. Empathy is our anchor. We can create brilliant coders and engineers. But if we fail to nurture character, resilience and compassion, we would have failed our children. Our task is immense, but inspiring. We are not merely administrators of schools. We are architects of India's future. The balance, as this conference is deliberating, we seek between traditions and technology, efficiency and empathy, innovation and value must be visible every day. It must be visible every day in the lessons a teacher delivers, in trust a parent feels, in the confidence a child carries. As we move towards the Viksit Bharat 2047, let us commit to an education system that is modern yet human, competitive yet compassionate, global yet deeply Indian. To every parent, teacher and student, education is the bridge to break the poverty cycle, the key to social equity, and the foundation of a developed India. Delhi stands ready, open, accountable, and innovative to serve as a model for the nation. And I invite all of you, the policymakers, the innovators, educators, industry leaders, to join us. Let AI not be artificial intelligence, but amplified inclusion. And we in Delhi government aims to create ambassadors from our schools who represent us, who represent the national capital in the forthcoming AI Summit 2026, which is going to happen in this country, in Delhi. Let schools not be the business, but the temples of national reconstruction. Let our children not just learn what to think, but truly learn how to think. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Delhi. Thank you very much.